Hi, this is Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and today I'm going to speak on a topic called depression. Depression, not going to touch on a very deeper level in terms of medical depression per se, bipolar and psychotic and etc. All of this. I want to touch this topic on a very superficial level, but in terms of our day-to-day dealing with situations. So in our day-to-day life, when we face a situation or event such as loss of job in this pandemic, which is happening a lot nowadays, such as not able to have social connections or failures which we experience when we are trying to achieve something in our life, or a major thing such as loss of our loved ones. On this topic, I would like to touch upon in a very mild or in a very subtle way, so that we experience actually depression and sadness in a very milder form in everyday life, and but we are able to cope up with it by diverting our mind, by getting ourselves occupied in our day-to-day life, or by really facing the situation out there and trying to logically make ourselves understand how how we make cope up with this whole thing, like we try to give ourselves a reason, like, yeah, these things happen and we need to face them and let's go on and move on. So these are the logical reasons which we give to ourselves whenever we face with such events on day to day basis, and we are able to deal with it. But when we are made to face such situation on a long run, then the sadness go deeper and we are not able to get ourselves out of it. That's when the depression comes into picture. So let me first make you all see that this these things which happens in our life, are sometimes some things which are happening because we are expecting something out of our situation, we are expecting something out of our life, we are expecting something out of our relationship and we don't get it, or it is a natural event which happens because of the life itself, the natural consequences of life, like life and death, which we are not able to accept. So either we are expecting something out of our life, or we are not accepting the life itself. In both the situations, we may feel little down because we are some of lot of belief systems, lot of thought process which we have. So first and foremost, let me tell you, we cannot control what is happening out there, because whatever is happening out there is according to what it has to be. It's not according to what we want it to be. It has to be what it has to be. We can only control what we feel within. If we are able to get hang of our feelings, if we are able to balance our own feelings, if we are able to really get a hang of our own self, then definitely we will be able to manage our emotions in a way that we may not get into this kind of feelings per se are not something which are bad. But then when there's a thought process involved, actually all the feelings, when we speak about in cognitive behavioral therapy, every feeling has a thought out there. So when we think, we feel, or we feel, we think. If you're going to really dissect it, then there are many things which will come across. But I would want to tell you that whatever it is, whether it is your feeling or whether it is thought process, it is you who can really get to know about it and get a balance out there. You are the one who can make your sadness into anger or get more sad, or you can make your sadness into compassion for others and for your own self, or you can make your anger into hatred, or you can make your sadness into hatred. Because most of the time, all the negative feelings, from an anger to a jealousy to a hatred, is springing from an anxiety or springing from a very deep hurt or sadness. So when we get a hang of our own self, that whatever is happening out there we can't control, but whatever is happening inside me, I can definitely get a hang of it. I can really make myself feel the way I want to feel. I can either be a compassionate, loving person, or an angry, hateful soul or a hateful person. Whatever you want to be, it's your choice. So, saying that, I would want you all to really look inside and see where you are. Are you a person you want to be, or are you a person, sum total of the situation which is out there? Is the situation controlling you, or you are in control of your own self? If you just give a thought of about this every day in your day-to-day life, you will see that you are definitely growing into the person you want to be. If you just get aware of it, you really will understand, even if the situation out there and your anger to the situation is justified, still you have a choice to be what you want to be. Either be the person you want to be, or be the person the situation is demanding or making you to be. If I'm not saying if the situation is demanding you to raise your voice against a justice unfair act done upon you or on others, I'm not saying we should not be raising our voice, and we should not be no taking raising our voice against any abuses out there. I'm just saying, are we seeing that in spite of whatever external action I am taking, is there an internal composer out there? Is there a balance inside? Is there a person out there who really understand that I am against the behavior of that person out there? I am not against the whole person. So it's about really being calm inside and still taking an action outside. So, saying that, I am just trying to say this because we are the person who can be in control of our emotions. And if we are the person who can make ourselves, we will be the person who we want to be if we try to be in that path itself. So, in depression, one more thing this is an emotional part of the depression, how you can get a hang of your own emotion, how you can get aware what you're feeling, and how can you convert this feeling into a compassion and a loving being, into a feeling which can make you feel good about yourself and others. And apart from that, this is a mental part, an emotional part. There can be a physical part also about how you feel, because your body is made up of a lot of chemicals and enzymes. So whatever you eat can make you feel that way also. So a lot of sugary processed food do make you feel depressed. In fact, when you're depressed, you tend to eat it more to feel good. So get aware of it. You cannot make yourself good by eating good food. You can make yourself good by feeling good about yourself. So get aware of it. Don't eat because of that. Lots of fruits and vegetables do have a lot of enzymes which can make you feel good naturally. So please get into lots of raw fruits and vegetables that will help you be the person, and that will help you get the body you want to get. And definitely then illness will not be a part of your depression. If you keep yourself healthy, the health will be a part of your joyful state. Just see that you do this. Also, exercise also releases endorphins. No, lot of good hormones out there, lot of good enzymes out there, lot of good chemicals. Keep your body active. So if you want to feel that surge inside your body, keep your body active. Keep your body exercising. Keep the movements of your body so strong. Even the yogas, asanas, all that meditative processes, keep inner balance inside you. See that you don't go into any of this extreme, and keep your state joyful. That will make you a better person, and that will make world a better world if each one of us take this take this promise to be the person we want to be. If we, each one of us, get in touch with our inner self and inner soul, the world will be a better place to live in. If each one of us make our kids or make our people around us like this, it's I heard saw a quote the other day. You know, when a person in your loved one of yours dies and you feel a grief, remember the experiences, wonderful experiences you had with that soul, and when you remember that, create that experience in other people's life. That's the Shraddhanjali, I would say, that you can give to that soul, and that's the happiness you can give to yourself and to that person who was in your life. When you create that experiences, that joy which you had with that person, not getting sad about it, but creating it and imparting it in other people's life, will make you and make that person also happy. So that's the way we can all get a hang of our emotion and make it a path to our higher self. Saying so, thank you. I will address the depression in a deeper level, in a medical terms, but I think this is something which comes through my heart to for every one of us, and this is something I have practiced in my life, and I wanted you all to know about it. Thank you for listening to me. Stay tuned. I'll be back soon.